we're going to say hello and welcome to our very special guest. We have Joanne, who is here with us. Now, Joanne has been in the skincare industry for over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
But you've been with B.Kamins for about 3 or 4 years.
Yes, I'm actually their national trainer, so I'm fortunate enough to actually travel across this fine country of ours, and I educate as well. Yes.
So you're their
So Mr. Kamins, he's a wonderful man.
He certainly is a wonderful man, and I asked you to say hello to him for me.
I
so
absolutely
we should get off there.
will, Greta.
Yeah. All right, now also, so let's talk about B.Kamins. A lot of our viewers, they're brand new to the shopping channel. They haven't been here for, for a little while, but I know our viewers have constantly asked for B.Kamins again. Can we reintroduce the company to our viewers, please?
Sure. What I would like to say, I have a little way of putting it forward, is I have my 3 C's: Canadian, cosmeceutical, made by a chemist. And the chemist, of course, is Mr. Kamins, and he is actually a pharmaceutical chemist and has proven to be very effective in the area expertise of prescriptions, and has done very well. And one of the things I would like to point out is that the base of the line is actually what we call bio-maple compound, and what that is actually a combination, or is a purified maple sap.
Great. So I'm going to talk to our viewers about what they're going to be getting in this kit.
Okay, absolutely.
Now you're getting the Acne Wash, the Anti-Blemish Pads. They're fantastic. I tried these actually 2 nights ago. They're great. You're getting the Purifying Toner and the Matte Moisturizer SPF 15.
Yes.
Who is this line for?
I would say that for our line, actually what we're looking at here is problematic skin. It could be for acne, could be for normal combination skin, could indeed be for hormonal change, occasional breakout, fabulous. Men, women, I like to say, both men and women. It is designed specifically to encourage a little bit more of the natural oils to dissipate, as well as for scarring, etc.
So also a young teen?
Young teen, absolutely. Okay. Thank you, Greta.
All right, so anyone who is having problematic skin issues, would you say mild to moderate?
Mild to moderate, including cystic in cases.
Including cystic?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Dermatological grade products.
Thank you very much. All right, now we have an introductory price of $29.99, and of course there are some key ingredients that are in every one of the products from B.Kamins. What are those key ingredients?
Well, I started off by explaining a little bit about the bio-maple compound, which is actually a really our point of difference, and I really want to point that out. What we like to say about this is actually it's more around hydration, exfoliation, and protection of the skin. How that works is, and I kind of think of it like a hydrating sugar sponge. So what I want to try and explain is that there are glycolics, a little bit of salicylic in there. You have a lot of antioxidants, a little bit of an anti-age property, whether you like it or not. So that's a little booster right in there.
Okay.
So it's a nice combination of salicylic that we would tap in.
So if your skin is sensitive, and I would imagine if you have a problematic skin, your skin is sensitive.
Right.
So with the salicylic and the glycolic, you're going to be okay. It's not going to be harsh on the skin.
Not at all, because I actually want to just quickly point out that salicylic acid is actually really helpful in terms of sensitivities due to the fact that it is a little bit more moisturizing. So your glycolic is a little bit more of an acidic base, but you put a buffer in with that, with the bio-maple compound, which is why I do keep coming back to that.
Okay.
That is what makes us different.
That's very important. That's right. Yay.
So it's really, really, that's the point of difference.
It's unlike anything else that's out there.
Absolutely, and I really have seen a lot of, various products, shall I say, over the years, 30 years in this industry. You've seen it all. I have seen it all, and I will say I've never seen anything so hydrating in my life, and that I can say
and also
with
cost
integrity.
Effective. For the ingredients that are unique to this line, you would expect to pay a lot more, and you've seen the creams that are the lotions and the potions that are hundreds of dollars. All right, so you have a sample over there. How do we use the product then?
Well, which one would you like to see first,
Where do we start?
Ms. Greta?
How do we start?
Why don't we start with the cleanser? That actually would be a good place to start. Now, this is the full size.
All right. So, which is the cleanser here?
The cleanser that you would have is here.
Okay. So
perhaps I might want to
start with that one.
I think that might be a bit confusing. Yeah. So I think that's a very good idea. She's done this before, obviously. So here we have the. Would you like to try some?
Sure, I'd love to.
You can be my model today.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what we would do is we would recommend to use this morning and night. And what we have in here, and you can feel the texture for yourself. So we just get this little guy going here. And what do you think of this?
Well, first of all, it's cooling. That was the first thing I noticed.
Thank you, Greta, for mentioning that, actually, because literally what we find in here is a little bit of the bio-maple actually creates a nice hydrating factor. So it is very, very, very hydrating. So usually if a client is a little bit more dehydrated, so lack of water, not lack of oil, they feel it cooling even more. There's a little tap of a salicylic blend in there, just about a 2%.
Okay, another thing I noticed is there's no foam, there are no suds.
No, because we don't add in a lot of lauryl sulfate. You've done this before as well, haven't you, Greta?
What's a surprise? After your second show, so will you have?
Yes, my darling. You know I'm an East Coaster, hey, so.
All right.
Yes, I'm a true Canadian. True Canadian. So how does that feel, dear?
No, it feels, actually, do you know what? It's really interesting because you can see. Can you see a difference?
What I like to say is lightening, tightening, brightening.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Look at that. Yeah, you can actually see the difference just after the one. It is lighter, it is brighter, and it feels, and it's a lot smoother.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, the texture.
Morning and evening.
Morning and evening. And, you know, frankly, I just want to repeat, because this is very important from working with the products, that even if a client were a little bit more of a normal combination skin, I really want to point out that you don't have to be totally acneic.
Thank you.
It's really important that I point that out.
So I could use this.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, every once in a while I get
reduce pores, reduce pores,
and
absolutely, and we all get that occasional breakout for sure.
Okay, so even if you do get the occasional breakout, you're going to use it on the entire face.
Yes, and the other thing is it helps with scarring as well, because there's a little bit of zinc in there.
Great. Okay, so now that was the acne wash. Then where do we go?
Then we're going to go with our toner. So traditionally, I like to say cleanse, treat, moisturize, and protect, and I'll speak about that in a little bit here. But now I want to prep the skin, so I'm going to use a little bit of my toner.
Okay.
And
so why do we need a toner?
I know, I hear this all the time.
Yeah. Why do we need a toner?
Well, the toner is actually there to remove a little bit of the excess of what your cleanser has picked up, as well as, in this case, it's going to help reduce oil.
Okay.
And I like to point out that's the whole idea here, folks.
Okay.
You know, is to reduce oil, right? So the production of oil. So it's going to minimize pores again, but you use less of your product. Your moisturizing and your treatment products, right? So,
and does it actually,
and I like saving money. I'm here to share and
well, I noticed
help,
you only need a little bit. So I see that you're using a little cotton
No,
pad,
and you're nice and
really
clean. Look at that. How does that feel, that one?
Actually, it does. It really does feel good.
Yes.
And I still love the cooling effect.
Do you know what's in there?
What is it?
I love it.
What?
Witch hazel.
Oh.
We have a little bit of a witch hazel with just a little tap of your salicylic again, and a little bit of our zinc. Okay. I mean, the combination of this is beautiful. There's a little bit of mint balm in here, so that's why you're getting that little cooling. And you just get a little bit of a cooling, so it's very refreshing.
So now where do we go?
So then what we have in our kit is we actually have these peel pads. I want to point this out because I can use this day and night, and then I'm going to follow with the moisturizer, so I kind of jumped ahead. So why don't I do a little demonstration of our peel pads. So even though I personally am not traditionally oily, I do use this in my T-zone. So what I love about this is I can cater to a normal combination, cystic acne. I can cater to all different types of problematic oily skin.
Okay.
And
if you only have the T-zone, would you just actually apply?
Around the T-zone or all over, you can build into twice a day, if you'd like. Now, I want to actually get your honest feedback with this because personally, I love these. You know how some of the brands can be a little bit harsh. I find this very cooling, and yet it's an exfoliating.
It is. Well, that's what I find amazing about the product, and I did use it a couple of times this week, and that was one of the first things I noticed.
There you go. See?
But also, how about on the décolleté area as well?
Well, if they're oily, but what I'd also like to point out is actually around the back. We often forget about that, right? So you can use it around the back.
Okay.
And sometimes our clients will get those little bumpies, you know. You ever have that?
Sure.
You know, on the arms.
What have you?
I've actually had clients, testimonials that have actually used this product to do that, and it's actually reduced.
Because sometimes you get that on the chest area as
Yes,
well.
you do.
So you could use a bit of that.
Absolutely.
But you know what else I noticed? That the pads are so loaded with product.
Yes, we don't. You know, I can vouch for this. The integrity.
Can we take another one out? Just to show you.
Good idea. Yeah.
I was really impressed with that when I tried it, because sometimes, have you ever gotten a pad where
I know
there's really nothing there, you know? So
yeah, and I don't know.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see
I'm going to show that again. I'm going to take another one out, and if we can just can we just come over here for a moment? All right, so I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to take the one pad, and we'll just...
There you go.
Look at that.
Yes. So what you have in here is a combination. And can you feel the moisture in there?
Oh,
that's easily. The bio-maple compound. So everything is bio-maple compound, bio-maple compound, bio-maple compound. That is the point of difference, which hydrates, exfoliates, and protects the skin.
In a very gentle way.
In a very gentle way. And being the purified maple sap, and Mr. Kamins, when he actually did do the purification of the maple sap, we actually did the studies on this, and the pH is very close to our own natural pH. So this is why we are so different. You will not find it drying. You will not find it dehydrating. Tightening, maybe we can relate to that word. It's not tightening. It's very effective.
Right.
Very effective communication, works in synergy with your own skin.
Your skin doesn't feel taut.
No.
You know, and I think when your skin is taut, then it's because you've taken too much out of your skin. It's very dry.
Yes.
You know, so this, as you were saying, because it's moisturizing, it just feels really good.
It is so moisturizing. And again, I just can't repeat how the difference of hydration after 30 years in this industry.
So
let's
then we
get
finish
to our
off.
moisturizer.
Moisturize.
Yay.
It's very important to moisturize. Now, people have said to you, okay, wait a second, I have really oily skin.
Right.
I can't moisturize her. And you say to them, what?
Well, I've had many a conversation about that. Well,
What do you say in 50 seconds?
What do you say in 50 seconds? Hydrate, 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 protect, protect, protect. So this is actually the moisturize, so protect the skin. So my peel pads would be my treatment.
Okay.
And this would be moisturize and protect, because don't you know, of course, we have an SPF of 15 in our product as well.
Nice. So should we use this one only in the morning, or should we use it in the afternoon?
Because it is an actual product that has an SPF, I usually do suggest we use this just in the morning.
All right, introductory price $460,525 on this kit, the B.Kamins Clear Skin Collection. And do you know what's so exciting about it is this is an auto delivery. We love auto delivery here in Canada because we love the fact that it's guaranteed this price for every shipment. Can you imagine you're getting it all for $29.99 for every shipment, the convenience of having it delivered when you want it, and also you're in control. So if you're going away or what have you, you have to pause or cancel for any reason, you go ahead. But $29.99.
I mean, that's amazing.
I mean, really, that's very affordable.
Yes,
and plus, it's a Canadian line, and never tested on animals whatsoever.
No,
and that's another thing that we have to
fragrance-free, colorant-free.
Yes.
Very good point.
So it's for everyone.